Hello guys, welcome to my new tutorial video. Here I show you how you can set up a software RAID with logical volume manager upon it. So here is Debian 8 or Debian Jessie release. I will base my tutorial on this distribution. Here we have a 4 option for our disk partition management. First is guided use entire disk. So the Linux will get the entire hard drive or hard drives you select and use all the available space on it. The second one is the same and pretty much, but it will be also configured a logical volume manager. It will either add new hard drives in the future or manage logical volumes inside the current system. And the third one is basically the same, but the volumes are encrypted, so no one can access it. The fourth one is manual, so we can have all the control for our disk partition, and we will select this option, continue. Here we can see our 2 hard drives for this tutorial. So first thing, we need to initialize them. Double click here, we'll create an empty partition. Here it is, we can see now it is free space, so we can work with it. Second one, we will do the same. Yes, now we have 2 free space partition. Now we have to make 2 different partition on the both hard drives for our system. First will be a boot partition. I will set 512 megabytes for it. So my kernels, image and source files for starting for booting our system will have enough space. First thing, use as. Here you can select a file system. As you can see, there are pretty much of them. For now we will select a physical volume for it. Yes, it would feel a physical volume for it. Yes, visible flag on downset now partition. Second one, we'll create also new partition, use entire primary. Here we'll select also RAID, physical volume for RAID. No bootable flag, we don't need, we will already set it up it, done. On the second drive we basically do the same thing, create new 512 megabytes, the same process, primary, beginning, physical volume for RAID, bootable flag, done, set now partition. Free space, create new, continue, primary, physical volume for RAID, done, set now partition. So now we have basic partition for our RAID management Safari. So now we can select this option, configure software RAID, and firstly we need to accept our changes, continue. Here we have 3 options: create, delete, finish. So we need to create the device. Here we have some level of RAIDs. RAID 0, it's have no data protection, it just splits data for all the hard drives that inside this RAID. The RAID 1 or mirror has basically one hard drive needed to another. It's pretty much good speed, good protection, but costs a half of size you have on all your hard drives. RAID 5, RAID 6, basically RAID 5 have one hard drive for failure, RAID 6 has two drive for failure, but when the drive fails and the system began restoring data, the other drives are heavily weighted, a lot of resources consumed on the remaining one, and there is a chance that another one will came offline and the data will be lost. RAID 10 is like RAID 1 plus RAID 0, so we have a mirror on the strip. It has pretty much speed, great speed, and pretty much a good data protection. So we select the RAID 1, continue. Here we select number of devices to default. Here we can select a number of spare devices. When one came offline, this device will be automatically configured as from the one that came offline. Continue. Here we select our first 512 megabytes. Continue. Create another one in the device. Also all the same options. We'll choose left one. Continue. Now we can finish. Here we have, you can see we now have a RAID. Yes, RAID 1, RAID 2. So the first RAID will be a boot partition, where we select a ext2 file system because it have pretty good performance and stability, and we don't need a journaling on our kernel, so it only just wastes our space. So we select the ext2 file system. Mount point, select. As you can see, there is pretty much of mount points. The root file system, if you do not select any mount point, this mount point must be selected, at least this one. You can set the basic mount points, you can enter it manually or don't mount at all. So we select the boot one. Mount point file, the label, you can write anything that will pretty much distinct this partition from one another. Okay, done setting up this partition. As you can see, format ext2 boot. Second one, use as, and here we use this file for volume. Here you can see you can make encryption and then volume. For now we just select a physical volume for logical volume manager or LVM. Done setting up partition. Okay, now we can configure the logical volume manager. Yes, we can accept changes. We can display configuration. Here you can see that we have one physical volume. We previously set up. We need to create a volume group. Here you can type any name you prefer. I just type VG1, and here I will choose only the second one, because as you can see the first one is already my boot partition. I won't touch it. Now I can create a logical volume inside physical volume. As you can see, I selected volume group. Continue. Pretty much you can choose not only the whole hard disk, you can choose the part of hard disk. It's the benefit of logical volume. Okay, continue. Logical volume, let's say LV up. Continue. Let's say 750 megabytes. Continue. create logical volume again. As you can see, there is a lower space available. The LV root. Continue. All the space. You can display configuration details. I just click finish. As you can see, we have 2 additional entries. It's our logical volume manager. First, as you can see, it's 7 gigabytes. We will use it as our root file system, and for this is better to choose a ext for journal file system. It's a basic standard for Linux distribution nowadays, and it pretty much has good stability and performance. Mount point the root file system, and the other one is left like it. Set up default. Continue. And the last one is use as swap area. Basically, you can create a file for swap area, but I think it's better to have a separate partition for it. You can resize it, you can create a swap file, and there will be a combined space between partition swap file, swap and swap files size. But anyway, continue. Done. So here we have a general configuration of our partition with a software RAID setup. On it we have our separate boot partition, logical volume manager, and we have our main root partition and swap. Also, if you will do something that will harm the installation process, like let's say we do not have a root partition at all, we do not use this partition, done, and you try to continue installation, like this finish partition, and right change to discontinue. Here it is, says no root file system defined. Please correct this from partition menu, so it will prevent you from harming your hard drive, PC, and so on. So we'll choose this ext for journal system, mount point root, done setting up partition, and pretty much when we click finish, the changes will be written to disk, and the step will continue. So after this, you will have a data protection based on configuration you have done, and when one drive will be lost, the second one will have all the files it was on the first one, so we won't lost any file. Okay, let's check. Continue. Yes, write changes to disk. Continue. As you can see, the system began to copy files, so everything is okay. Hope you enjoyed and had some interesting and new information that will help you to clear your tasks. Thanks for your time. Please leave comments beneath this video, press like, subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.